Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. So I'm going to compare the dating market to the job market. So they're very similar in ways. For example, there's a lot of competition in both of these things. Like if you want to find a romantic partner, you're going to have a lot of competition for that same person. Just like how there's a lot of competition for the job that you want. So this has been exacerbated by like online dating. It's made it very, very difficult for people to actually find someone because there is like an unnatural level of competition. So that's one of the biggest issues I think in the dating market today. That there's just way too much competition and a lot of there's a lot of trust issues because of it, because there's so many people to choose from, and now people are worried that they might get cheated on or something, and or just get binned off. So another thing is that because there's so much competition, you're going to face a lot of rejections, and even if you get lucky and you get through to either you can either they've got the dating market, you've got the date, which is very similar to a job interview where it's like you're going to like interview the person or get interviewed rather. It's like when you're going on a date, it's kind of like it could either go great or that could be the end of it. And there's usually a lot of money wasted as well, like with both of these things, because you might have to go and hire a suit or something if you want to go and impress your um, like the boss or whatever, the company that you're getting the interview from. Just like you want to impress the person on the day, and they might expect you to pay for the whole thing, unless you just take them out on a walk in the park or a coffee date or something. But it's just it's like the dating market is just so kind of it's really bad now, and just so is the job market. The people are struggling more than ever. There's like less jobs available now. For a lot of people are struggling, and there's like a lot of it's getting um, taken over by robots and whatever, and then the dating market, a lot of people are giving up because they're focusing on other things, and sometimes that isn't even what they wanted to do, but oftentimes people are just have too much trust issues, and then they put themselves out of the game. And oftentimes there's a lot of women actually are deciding to do that. They've just given up because they're not finding a man that will actually commit to them, and then you've got a lot of men who are just giving up because they can't find a woman that they can really take seriously. And it's just it's so messed up. Like people are talking about how that there's possibly going to be a huge population decline soon, because if there's less and less people getting together, then who's going to continue the species? So some might say, oh, it doesn't matter because like for example, we're going to have robots to deal with the elderly, but it just is so kind of like that is just sad. If we're thinking about having robots looking after the elderly or something. I mean, but it's like we need more people for like innovation and stuff. It's like the more people we have in the world, then the more chances of progress being made in humanity. Like we need to have more and more new people to come up with ideas um, to solve problems. And like it's just, if we don't keep having children, then it's going to end up, things, it's going to start to stagnate. And some might say, well, we should just stop having children. You've got the antinatalist out there, and they're like, oh yeah, we should all just be single and just forget about having a family or anything because we don't want to put them through suffering. But I think a large amount of it is, it's like you have to be responsible as a parent. And I think that, if you're not going to be a responsible parent, you shouldn't have children, but try and bring them up in the best way possible to where that they're not going to get themselves in any bad situations, and make sure you discipline them properly. And but it's like no one's want to have children or even get married, or hardly anymore. And a lot of people don't even want to go get a job anymore because they feel like, well, what's the point? That they get trapped, like they get disrespected, just like how a lot of people in modern relationships, they're getting disrespected, they're getting seen as disposable. That's another problem as well. It's like this kind of disposable society that we have now, where you're just seen as just nothing special anymore. Like you're just seen as another number to like the company, and then you've got in a relationship, you're just another one of the person's body count. That they probably slept with 10, 20, 30 other people before you. And it's like, there's just nothing special anymore, is it? Because they're always going to be comparing you to the people they had previously. So then you've got companies that are just looking to, fire you if you just like slip up once. So there's always this pressure on people to perform at their absolute best all the time, and there's never any like leeway. We're not going to be perfect all the time, so there's this stress, and that can just lead to bad mental health. It can just and it's just sad to see the way things are going. But I don't know. So I don't know if there's anything that we can do to solve this. It's just, I think it's going to get worse. Let me know what you guys think. I'm concerned about the way things are going. There's literally a lot of guys just moving over to Southeast Asia because they think it's going to be better there. It's kind of sad if, that's your only way of feeling like you can find love. I mean, I don't know. So it's just that a lot of people have been poisoned by social media, by different ideologies that spread around the internet, and nobody trusts each other anymore. You've got men and women fighting against each other. Then you've got, the employers and then the employees that are all kind of in conflict with each other. It's an absolute mess. And so just don't be settling, guys. Don't be settling just for a job or a person that you don't really truly want to be with long term, but you just feel like it's just there to either because it's to cure your loneliness, or it's just to make ends meet. So you've got to just make sure that you are getting with the right person, getting the right job. And some people decided to go their own way and just not pursue a relationship at all, and just find meaning in other ways. Focus on the friends that are close to them, and then you've got people working their own, like not even a job, but like they become their own boss. So doing things on their own terms. So yeah. So it's like nobody wants to really commit to anything anymore. Like they're just afraid of being heartbroken, and they're afraid of, it's like someone could just like apply for 100 jobs, 200 jobs, 1,000 jobs, and even if they do end up getting one, it could be hell, and they might be dealing with a toxic environment and whatever. And it's like, so after all that, and then it just ended up being a nightmare. Just like, in dating, like you could end up, it could be a nightmare even after swiping thousands of times, sending hundreds of messages. Like, I got better stuff to be doing with my life than that. I'm done with trying to like talk to these women who will just kind of mess around, play mind games, and expect you to spend so much time talking to them just to get nothing out of it. Oftentimes they won't even meet you. They'll show loads of interest, but then for whatever reason don't actually want to meet you, or for whatever reason can't meet you. So people are just so fake online, and it's like, if you're gonna meet somebody, try and find it in person, because you probably have a lot less competition that way, because you actually stand out from the crowd. And then if you want to try and get a job, then the best thing to do is just to find what you're interested in, find your niche, start doing something that you have a passion for, build it up slowly, and just don't expect results right away. And maybe it's starting a YouTube channel like what I'm doing right now, but whatever it is, just stick at it, don't give up. But just focus on what makes you happy. And I don't really have much else to say. I think what I'm trying to say is like, just, we're all in this crap together. So don't feel like you're not worthy if you're not getting success in any of these things. They are just kind of, it's just the way things are now, unfortunately. Like I said, people are seen as disposable. Like, people's values kind of become a lot less because of how easy it is to go and find somebody new. So I'm just gonna focus on what makes me happy. I'm gonna be doing some more busking soon, and build this YouTube channel up. So I'm going to be generating different streams of income, and doing something I actually love to do. And you've won in life if you can make a good living doing what you love. The thing is, it's like, someone could be getting 6 figures or 7 figures salary, and they could hate what they're doing. So they're working their ass off like 8, 10, 12 hours a day. They hate it. That, to me, is not success. So you could make all the money in the world, and if you hate your life, you're not successful, in my opinion. So anyway, I will be live later about 7 p.m. UK time. So I'll see you all then. Peace out. Bye.